Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman. This book explores the role of emotions in our daily lives. It shows us the impact of emotions, both beneficial and misleading, and how we can use emotions for positive outcomes and avoiding harm, detailing how this capacity can be learned and enhanced. Let's get started, shall we? Chapter 1. Emotions help us learn new things, understand others, and push us to take action. Emotions are the superheroes of our lives, not the villains. Imagine if we were emotionless robots. Totally dull, right? Well, turns out our feelings are like the awesome power-ups that make our journey epic. First off, emotions help us learn from memories. It's not just about facts. It's about the feels, too. Touch a hot stove once and bam, your brain tags it with a fiery warning so you don't make the same mistake twice. Emotions are like our memory's cool sidekick, saving us from unnecessary drama. Then there's the mind-reading talent. Ever faced an angry Hulk? With emotions, we become emotion detectives, decoding body language and predicting the next move. It's like having a built-in radar for social ninja moves. But wait, there's more. Emotions are the turbo boost for action. Need to dash away from a potential disaster? Our emotions kick in, making us feel ready for action. It's like having a superpower for quick thinking. Now think about losing all that excitement. Back in the day, people opted for lobotomies, waving goodbye not just to emotions but also to their mojo for action. It's like unplugging from the emotional roller coaster of life. Chapter 2. Sometimes our emotions can impede our judgment or make us act irrationally. Emotions are like our trusty tools for navigating life. But hey, they come with some glitches too. Picture this. Our minds are like expert jugglers, handling various thoughts at once. But oh boy, when emotions run wild, it's like a circus in our heads. No room for clear thinking. Take being scared, for instance. Your mind might turn a harmless sheet on a washing line into a spooky ghost. Yup, emotions can make us see danger where it doesn't exist. Then there's the impulsive dance. When info hits our brain, a bit of it skips the rational thought zone and goes straight to the emotional brain. If it screams threat, we might act like a superhero without consulting our thinking brain. And wait for it, emotions can pull out old school moves. We react to today's situations based on past experiences, even if things have changed. Picture a grown-up guy feeling threatened by his former school bully. That's emotions stuck in a time warp. Now, don't get us wrong. Emotions are cool, but they can play tricks on rational thinking. So what's the solution? We need something to help us tame these wild emotions and keep our mental circus under control. Chapter 3. Emotional intelligence helps you control your emotions and use them to achieve what you want. Harnessing the power of your emotions without them taking over is like mastering a secret art. And the key is emotional intelligence, EI. First up in the emotional ninja training is recognizing and naming your feelings. It's like putting labels on those emotions, and studies say it's crucial. If you can't recognize your own feelings, watch out for potential emotional fireworks. Once you've got that superhero skill, it's time to figure out what's triggering your emotions. Ever felt ignored by a friend on the street? Emotional intelligence says, hold on a sec. Instead of assuming they're snubbing you, consider that they might be lost in thought. It's like giving your emotions a reality check. Now here's where the real magic happens. Emotional intelligence turns you into a goal-setting wizard. Students who master this emotional juggling act tend to ace school, even if they don't have genius-level IQs. Chapter 4. Emotional intelligence is the capacity that helps you navigate the social world. Living a happy life isn't a solo mission. Unless you're on a deserted island, your vibe is deeply connected to the people around you. And that's where the magic of emotional intelligence steps in. Think of emotional intelligence as your secret weapon for ace social interactions. It's like having a built-in people reader, allowing you to slip into someone else's shoes effortlessly. You can predict how others will feel in a situation because you know how you'd feel. And here's the cool part. Emotional intelligence turns you into a detective of feelings. Without even trying, you pick up on nonverbal cues like facial expressions or body language. Spot someone looking as white as a sheet with their mouth wide open? Bingo, they're shocked. This superhero skill of emotional intelligence isn't just for show. It lets you empathize with others, making your social game strong. Imagine being a boss dealing with a team member who keeps goofing up. Instead of dropping the hammer and hurting feelings, you step into their shoes. You deliver the message in a way that makes them more open to change. It turns you into a social maestro, teaching, resolving conflicts, and managing teams like a pro. Chapter 5. Emotional intelligence requires a balance between the emotional feeling brain and the rational thinking brain. Our thoughts and feelings are like BFFs, connected and inseparable. Picture it. There's the thinking brain, where we cook up our rational thoughts, and its buddy, the feeling brain, where emotions are born. These two brains are like besties, linked by strong pathways. Now here's the plot twist. Our emotional intelligence depends on these connections. If something messes up these brain pathways, it can lead to emotional intelligence issues. Take lobotomized patients, for instance. Their emotional and thinking brains got unplugged, leaving them emotionless and with a major loss of self-awareness. The link between these brains is like a superhero duo. The thinking brain swoops in to save the day when the feeling brain goes haywire. Imagine a sudden loud bang freaking out your emotions. Your feeling brain screams danger. But hold on, the thinking brain steps in, checks things out, and says, chill out, no real threat here. That's emotional self-regulation in action, preventing us from going bonkers over every little noise. Now break that link between the thinking and feeling brains, and it's like taking away the superhero's powers. Chapter 6. Emotional intelligence makes you healthier and more successful. Want the secret to a rockstar life? It's not just about having a genius-level IQ. Enter emotional intelligence. Turns out being emotionally smart is just as crucial for success and happiness. Studies say that folks with high emotional intelligence are more likely to crush it in life. Take students rocking empathy. They snag better grades compared to their less empathic buddies with similar IQs. It's like having a superpower that boosts your academic game. Remember the marshmallow challenge? Stanford's cool experiment showed that kiddos who resisted the sweet temptation at age 4 ended up being more successful in life. Talk about impulse control paving the way for success. And the magic doesn't stop there. In the grown-up world, socially savvy managers are the real MVPs. They nail the art of persuasion, making them the ultimate leaders. But wait, there's a health bonus too. Emotional intelligence acts like a shield against stress. Stress can mess with your heart and immune system, but emotional intelligence helps you dodge those dangers. Manage stress like a pro, and you're on your way to a healthier, heart attack-free life. Chapter 7. The future of society will depend on its children's emotional intelligence. So, high emotional intelligence isn't just a personal victory dance. It's a game changer for the whole squad. But here's the plot twist. Low emotional intelligence. Brace yourself for society-wide failure. Let's rewind to the 60s to 90s. The US teen murder rate triples. What's the link? Diminishing emotional intelligence. Picture this. Deficits in emotional smarts lead to delinquency, the party starter for crime rates. Now meet the teen delinquents. They're like walking proof. Impulse control issues, check. Struggling to read faces, double check. And surprise, surprise, adult offenders and drug addicts share the same emotional intelligence woes. But here's the light at the end of the tunnel. A child's emotional compass is set by their environment. Grow up surrounded by emotional intelligence pros, and you'll be the MVP too. Studies show that kids of emotionally intelligent parents are emotional rock stars. Lower stress levels, cool with peers, and teachers giving them the Social Ace Award. The emotional intelligence of today's kiddos shapes tomorrow's leaders. Managers, parents, politicians, they'll run the show. So, imagine a future where leaders are empathy wizards, conflict resolution champs, and not jumping into things blindly. The impact, mind-blowing. Chapter 8. There are several ways to boost your emotional intelligence. Ready for an emotional intelligence upgrade? Buckle up because we've got the tools to boost your emotional smarts. First stop, self-awareness and self-management. Ever tried inner dialogues? They're like your Jiminy Cricket for naming and taming your feelings. Picture this. Your friend spills marital tea to everyone but you. Ouch! Inner dialogue steps in asking, why am I hurt? Identify the feeling and boom, you can dial down its power. Instead of feeling left out, tell yourself, maybe he didn't want to bother me because I was busy. Less upset, more zen. Next on the ride, empathy. Want to level up? Mirror someone's body language. It's like the Jedi mind trick of emotions. Mimic that tense posture and you might just feel the tension too. Last but not least, self-motivation and positive vibes. Here's the secret sauce: how you explain success and failure matters. Be the champ who believes failures are just stepping stones. Convince yourself that you can change the game, and guess what? You won't give up easily. On the flip side, blaming setbacks on some permanent flaw, that's the fast track to giving up. So if success is your jam, ditch that defeatist mindset. Chapter 9. You can use emotional intelligence in all kinds of settings. Ready to increase your emotional intelligence? Let's dive into some practical tips. First up, understanding how men and women deal with emotions. Girls usually talk it out, seeking that emotional connection, while boys often downplay feelings to seem tough. Imagine this: your female partner vents about a problem, and your male instinct is to fix it. But wait, she might just want you to listen, not solve. So, instead of jumping into solution mode, lend her your ears. It's like emotional judo. Use the right move. Now here's a pro move. Take a time out during heated arguments. Feeling like a volcano about to erupt? Hit pause. Strong emotions mess with your brain, making regrettable words likely. A cool down period. It's your lifesaver to the rescue. And if you need to drop some criticism bombs, make them targeted. Be a precision critic. Instead of vague complaints, pinpoint a specific incident. Highlight what could have been done differently, and throw in a solution. This way you're clear and the other person doesn't feel like a total flop. Conclusion and key takeaways. Unlocking the power of emotional intelligence is like having a golden ticket to a fulfilled life. Compared to IQ, it is a better predictor of academic success, job performance, and life success. And unlike IQ, we can increase our emotional intelligence throughout life. Last but not least, if you are a parent who wants to help children develop their emotional skills, you can use tips. Chat it out. Encourage them to talk about their feelings. High-five effort. When they rock something, praise their effort and self-control. Be a precision critic. If criticism is on the menu, serve it up with specifics. Timeout magic. Feeling like a volcano during a dispute? Hit pause, take a break, cool down, and dodge the regrettable word. And this were the most important lesson from emotional intelligence. Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found value in this content, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more insightful videos and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching.